Hello lovelies, I hope you guys are doing well, and today we're going to talk about collagen and the 7 ways to boost your collagen without you falling into the buzzworthy trends, tricks and traps. My name is Sarah, I'm the founder of Naya Skincare, I'm the chief ingredient nerd here, and we're meeting here every other Saturday morning so we can discuss what's happening in the beauty industry, beauty trends, ingredients, any sort of questions that are popping up, so you are in charge of your own skincare journey. So let's get ready, get your pen and paper ready, and let's jump into the world of collagen. Collagen is one of those ingredients that have absolutely skyrocketed, and it's now a market worth 5.3 billion. Obviously everyone wants to have a piece of that cake, and there are more than ever collagen products being launched into the not only beauty industry but also into the supplement industry. And we're going to look at it now. Does collagen actually work when you're applying it onto your face, or you're actually taking it orally? I worked as well at one point for a venture capitalist, and my responsibility was as well to look at a lot of the biotechnology companies due to my background, and there were a lot of fancy startups popping up that were using even AI to produce collagen. It's a very hungry and profitable market. Do they actually work, and do they keep their promise? And that is really the question of the video and the question of the hour, and I'm just gonna kill this video right away, and the answer to this is no. There's definitely more scientific data needed, because most of these scientific data and studies that have been conducted were conducted by specific companies to actually sell their product, and on a very, very small scale. But before we get into the nitty-gritty detail of it all, let's actually first understand what collagen is. Collagen is a protein. There are 28 different types of collagen, and the most important types are actually 1, 2 and 3, and it's making actually up 25 to 35% of our body. In fact, it is the most abundant protein in our body. And why do we have collagen, and why it's so important? And the reason being, it's like glue. It's holding us together. It's allowing our body and tissues to expand, retract, so it gives us this bounciness, that's flexibility. So when we grow, for example, when we're younger, we don't snap. When we fall, we don't kind of crack right away. Collagen is really in our entire body. It's in our bones, it's our ligaments, it's even in our eyeballs. So you can find really this protein everywhere, and it's a very, very important protein for us. But the thing is, there are 28 different types of collagen, and not all collagens are equal. So in fact, whenever I see actually a post or an influencer again promoting like powder or something, and they say you need this collagen supplement or you need this collagen serum, I just like switch it off. But at the same time, I'm wondering, what type is she actually talking about, and does she know actually what she's talking about, or is she just getting a script from the brand again that she just needs to kind of talk through? And that's really the crux of it, because they never get into the detail of the type of collagen that is in the product, which is really important to understand, in particular when you have 28 different types of collagen and they're not all equal. The most common ones are really type 1, 2 and 3. Type 1 and 3 really coexist, with type 1 being found in our skin, in our ligaments, in our bones, and type 3, for example, can be found in our blood vessels, as well in our bones and in joints, etc., in other places as well. And that is really one of the most abundant and important types, because it gives us this plump, youthful appearance that we all want and to maintain. And type 2 collagen is really giving you that shock absorption. So when we fall on our asses, that we're not breaking or snapping in halves. So that was about what is collagen. Let's move on. What actually causes collagen to decline? And this is where it gets a little depressing, because collagen breakdown starts quite early in our life, and starting really with the most obvious one, it's the aging process. But the fun fact is, most people actually notice a collagen breakdown, so the sagging sort of starts to happen, the less of bounciness, the less of plumpness, in their late 30s, like beginning of their 40s, and then they start to think, I need to replenish my collagen. But the reality actually is that you start to lose 1% of your collagen collagen in your body mid-20s. So it's much earlier than we start to notice it. What I find really interesting is that the younger generation nowadays, they're actually noticing the collagen breakdown much faster. I mean, they have really grown up with this whole generation of social media platforms where they constantly have a camera in their face, and that's probably why they're noticing the aging process much sooner in comparison to like the older generation. We haven't noticed the aging process so dramatically in that way. Well, sometimes ignorance is a bliss. Number 2, and don't roll your eyes at me, it is sun exposure. My intention is not to scare you of the sun or to tell you stay away from the sun. That is not my intention at all. It's just to create awareness of it so you can make a decision what you want to do. Like if you're not concerned about certain things and you enjoy yourself, or skipping over this part of the video. And if you are, you just stick with me and you keep listening. Because prolonged exposure to UV radiation, in particular UVA, but UVB is also causing damage to your skin, can alter and break down the collagen. It's basically the damage of the day that is breaking down your collagen, with UV radiation being on the top of the list. So what really happens is that you have proteinase in your skin, which is something that breaks down the collagen in your matrix, in your tissues. So it's breaking down the protein in your tissues, aka the protein, aka being collagen. So this is when it kicks in and accelerates the sagging process, the loss of bounciness, flexibility, and then the plumpness that we all love and what we associate with looking youthful. I think the best example when I really want to describe this is the aunt in Something About Mary. This woman has probably tanned her entire life using an alu foil underneath, so just to kind of tan nicely on the neck and chin area as well. And this is the best example to show you because her skin is like leather. It's like tanned leather. And this is a very, very classic situation what the sun can do to your skin. So that's number 2 for you. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is lifestyle. And again, don't roll your eyes at me because I'm not here to lecture you what to do and not to do. It's just making you aware and putting you in charge of your own skincare journey so you can make informed decision for yourself. So I'm not here to preach you don't drink, don't eat sugar or anything like that. Everything in moderation is absolutely fine, and I also enjoy a piece of chocolate from time to time. Smoking also is causing damage to your skin, and that's where I think if you can, do give it a go to kind of stop that habit. Smoking is really the one most harmful thing that you can do to yourself, to your health, and to your skin. The reason being smoking is so bad is because you're limiting the blood supply to your skin, and that's why sometimes people look a little yellow or have a gray veil over their skin, and that is what smoking does to your skin. And of course it will break down the collagen much faster. But like I said, sugar and drinking and overconsumption is the problem here as well. When you eat too much sugar, too much alcohol, but everything in moderation is really key. But because at the end of the day we also want to enjoy ourselves. And now the 4th thing, the hormonal changes that we experience as a woman, it's menopause. And menopause is annoying, it's a bitch. And if you ever had a baby, postpartum phase is as strenuous because it's similar like the menopause phase. So during that postpartum phase you really have a sneak peek of what's to come. Not really something to look forward to. So it's like the drying of the skin, the thinning of the hair. Estrogen's just not there in your body to really give you that youthful, plump, glowy look and the full hair. Because estrogen gets depleted in menopause, and estrogen is also needed for collagen synthesis. So that's something that's unfortunately or fortunately not a lot of fun, but we have to go through this, and it's something then that we just need to be aware of and to see how we can address this phase. Number 5. Number 5 is just a poor diet. It's a diet that is deficient of vitamins and minerals, that you're not eating your leafy greens, your berries, your vitamin C, etc. But always think rainbow, like that you have a variety of different different sort of ingredients here in the UK with saying have your 5 a days, that it's a rich diet with antioxidants, with vitamins and minerals that your body needs. So for example, vitamin C is really important. It's a water-soluble ingredient, and it's really an ingredient that you need for collagen synthesis. Zinc is also another one. Zinc is also causing collagen imbalances. It's really important to avoid having a zinc deficiency. It can occur when you are having an increase of alcohol consumption, because the alcohol is depleting your body of the zinc. So make sure that you are having a mineral-rich diet as well. So let's come to the question of the hour. Do supplements actually work? If we're looking at it from a scientific point of view, the overall scientific data is lacking to show evidence to actually support these claims that are being made when it comes to supplements. And a lot of these studies are just not thorough enough. And what does that mean? As mentioned before, if the studies are very small and it's just a small group of participants, like let's say 10 to 20, it's really not representing the population as a whole. So it's really hard to draw a conclusion from that you can sort of generic make. In addition to that, if you don't have two groups, meaning you have a group that is using actually the supplement and a group that is not using the supplement, then you can't really make a comparison in terms of like, okay, you can see the difference that the supplement has made when group A has consumed the supplement. And if you really don't have an objective group, it can make a huge difference when it comes to your data analysis and the findings and the claims you can make. And finally, plus a lot of these studies are funded by the big boys, and what are they going to say? They're going to say, yeah, our product is shit, don't use it. No, of course not. They're going to make a claim regardless that something has changed, etc. But again, if you don't have these two groups to actually compare, what are you comparing one another with? You just don't know. I still believe there's much more research needed in that field, because from a scientific point of view and evaluation, there is just not the size and also the long-term effects being really outlined and demonstrated if collagen supplements really make a difference to your skin. So the key takeaway really when it comes to collagen, it is a protein composed of amino acids. There are 28 types of collagen, where really there's only a handful of collagen types that are really important. Collagen breakdown can be influenced by the damage of the days, but also our lifestyle, what we consume, what we do on a day-to-day basis, how we protect ourselves from the sun. There's little scientific evidence available that really demonstrate that collagen supplements are really doing something for our skin. And when it's consumed orally, it actually gets broken down into these little amino acids, and they travel then through our digestive system, and which then maybe or maybe not travels into our skin. But it's very unclear how much ingested collagen really does or travels to your skin. And I guess a good analogy would be if you're putting more fuel into the tank of your car, is your car gonna drive longer or faster? And that's the other thing which I mentioned already, is we do not know the long-term effects where if we are using collagen proteins, what are the long-term effects actually? Are they positive or are they potentially negative as well for us? What does the impact of overconsumption of collagen actually do to our bodies? And we just do not know this at this point. So again, everything in moderation. I don't want to be a guinea pig. That is your choice, so what you want to be. I rather than go through these points and make sure that I'm living a healthy lifestyle, that I'm excluding certain things, having certain things in moderation, watching out for the damage of the days, have an antioxidant-rich skincare, and using skincare ingredients that actually naturally help me boost my collagen and maintain my collagen for a longer period. And how you're going to do that? We're going to discuss that in the next part of the video. What are the 7 ways to boost your collagen naturally? That are not bullshit, that are not like made up, they're not like strange marketing claims or anything, but you can literally boost it naturally. So let's go. Number 1, collagen boosting foods. So forget about the supplements for a moment, but if you are having an antioxidant rich diet, and you do need to eat in a day to actually function, you just need to be aware of what you eat and that you have an antioxidant rich diet. So what does that mean? You have to have a diet that is rich in vitamin C, that is rich in zinc, that is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. And don't stress yourself out now when it comes to your diet, and just make sure you're eating a rainbow colored plate. I think that's the best guidance really, that you're thinking of, like, is my plate colorful or is it just beige? Number 2, UV rays increase the MMP that break down your collagen. What does that mean? Using sunscreen and reapplying sunscreen. So if you don't feel like reapplying it because you're not using the right product or you're not enjoying it too much, take other measurements. So make sure you're wearing sunglasses, that you're protecting your eye area as well. It's a very thin layer, and this is where collagen breakdown becomes visible most quickly. Use a sun hat. I still always suggest use the sunscreen and reapply the sunscreen, but these are additional things that you can also do to protect yourself from these UV rays, that they don't increase the MMPs that are breaking down your collagen. Remember the auntie from Something About Mary? Number 3, and that's probably what you guys already know, specific ingredients in your skincare routine that are naturally boosting your collagen. Let's go. Collagen alone is not gonna help. Collagen overall, you don't really require to buy, because the protein has such a large molecular size that it can't go anywhere into your skin. It would just sit on there, which gives you a very short-term plum effect, youthful glow, but the moment you're actually like washing your face, it's gone again. And that's why it's the key really that you are focusing on skincare ingredients that naturally boost your collagen and protect your collagen from breaking down. I think I've done once like a video where I saw a lady in a TikTok reel, she applied like collagen sheets and then she spritzed it with, I think, just water or something, and then this collagen sheet absorbed, like dissolved, rather, not absorbed but dissolved, and everyone was like, wow, this is amazing. You just kind of, the collagen is just penetrating into your skin. Very misleading, because again, collagen as a molecular size is way too large to actually go anywhere into your skin and penetrate your skin. So steer away. These things are super expensive and they actually do nothing for your skin. We don't want your money to be thrown out of the window. So again, focus on ingredients that boost your collagen naturally. So number 1, retinol. Retinoids are really the number 1 that stimulate your collagen production. And anyone that is saying retinoids are thinning out your skin is banned from my video. It's not true. There is of course a little flag, because you need to go with retinol slow and steady. So all these percentages that are being thrown at you, ignore them. Stick to a lower percentage level, ideally not 0.3 when it's retinol, pure retinol, for your face, and not 0.05% when it's for your entire body. Not 0.3%, you might be thinking now, that's a little low, isn't it? No, if you're using it regularly, that is really the key. Go slow and low. Number 2, peptides, and these are my new favorite ingredients for now the last, I think, 3 years, and they are just great. So there's one other sort of peptide as well, copper peptide, and the copper is actually helping with collagen synthesis, and it's also helping with wound healing. There is always a big question mark associated with copper peptide. Is copper peptide, can you use that in combination with vitamin C? And this is really, again, what type of vitamin C are you using? If you are using the queen of the queen, like L-ascorbic acid, then avoid using it in combination with the copper peptide. Use the L-ascorbic acid in the morning and then use the copper peptide in the evening. If you're using any of the other ester forms of vitamin C, then it's absolutely fine to combine these 2 ingredients. And it's also a beautiful combination then of vitamin C and copper peptides, because vitamin C, as we know in the previous video, and if you haven't seen it, check out my vitamin C videos, the do's and don'ts. But vitamin C is a great building block and a very strong antioxidant when it comes to collagen synthesis, and it helps to actually stop the breakdown of collagen. And then you have the copper peptide that really helps with the collagen production, and it really has wound healing properties, as well as also a strong antioxidant, which you can then use in the evening. So combining these ones beautifully, like in your skincare regime, will really help to stop the acceleration of collagen breakdown, but also help the synthesis and the production of collagen. Which leads me to other antioxidants. So other antioxidants, for example, is vitamin E, which is a really good antioxidant as well and shouldn't be missed in your skincare routine. I'm always so surprised that vitamin E is actually not often used in skincare products. It's really shocking me. And then of course you have niacinamide, which is also really good, but also like ingredients like superoxide dismutase, which is a very superior antioxidant, and it's almost like it sees already the free radicals coming from afar and lets all the other antioxidants in your skin let them know, because it's a messenger in that way as well. So they're already kind of getting ready to defend off the free radicals. So superoxide dismutase, you can find that in our Aura Essence, is really good and strong antioxidant, which also should be really not missed. In particular, if you're looking for anti-aging properties, that is a really good ingredient to introduce into your skincare routine as well. Number 5, microneedling. Microneedling is something you can do at home. It's not as easy. Definitely would suggest that someone shows you how to do it, because it's also in what microneedling tool you're using, because the size of the needles are different, the material of the needles are different, so there is a huge variety and difference out there what is available. If you're unsure, I would suggest that you go to a beautician that actually does it for you and has specific tools there. Red light therapy. Red light therapy, there is some studies available already that it helps with wound healing. There are still two camps out there in the industry where some are saying like it helps and some are like not sure. There's still also not long-term studies available, so again the same sort of aspect in terms of the scientific data, but LED lights can stimulate ATP production. If you're unsure about LED lights and you want to steer away from it, check out our glow serum. It contains a glow complex that actually stimulates the ATP production in your skin cells. So, and if you have depleted mitochondria where the ATP is being produced, that glow complex actually goes into the mitochondria, accelerates them, kind of revives them basically, so ATP can get produced again, and then that additional energy that your skin has helps with the collagen production. And that is why I love ingredients, because you need to be aware what ingredients does what in order to understand how to combine ingredients in the best possible way. And that's why I'm not a fan of the one ingredient story, because you need multiple ingredients to actually support the health of your skin, as it all has a chain reaction. And that's, like I said, that's why I love ingredients, and I want you to understand as well more about ingredients and how to combine them, so really you are in charge of your own skincare journey and you can be very focused in terms of like what is the key focus in your skincare journey, because what someone else wants to achieve is probably very different to what you want to focus on. But like I said, it's the combination of all these points that really help you to maintain the collagen, to produce more collagen, to increase the synthesis of collagen, and to really stop the breakdown of collagen. So it's the lifestyle as well really important, and as well sleeping. Sleeping is very important, that you get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If I get less than that, I'm an absolute miserable fart. But also it gives your body the chance to recover from the day. Your body has gone through that regeneration, that renewal process that is really important for you. So it can then as well focus on like collagen synthesis, the collagen production, etc. That really is also important to reduce the inflammation. And also I'm trying to do like a regular workout, because it just helps as well in the whole entire body to get the oxygen flowing, to get like the blood through your body flowing, and to get the endorphins up as well. So I hope you found that useful. I hope it helped you to understand what collagen is, why it breaks down, how you can slow down the breakdown, how you can improve the production of it, how you can improve the synthesis of it, and what ingredients you require to make that happen. But as always, if you have any questions, drop me a DM below and I will see you soon. Bye!